In the golden sunshine of a July afternoon, the atmosphere at the Clarets training ground, Harry's new training ground after leaving Tottenham to join Burnley, was bustling. He had just signed a record transfer contract £75 million, and become the new hope of Burnley and the Premier League. On the training ground, his teammates surrounded him like the new stars of the team. The boy from Walthamstow had conquered the experts, but Harry still had a burning desire, not only to score goals in the Premier League, but also to lead Burnley to the Champions League, and more importantly, to continue his dream of winning the World Cup with England in the upcoming Winter Cup. After a perfect start with a brace against Everton, Kane felt the flow of the season in every step, every touch of the ball. But it wasn't long before fate struck during an inspiring training session. It was a Thursday, before the match against Manchester United. Martin Miller, the opposing defender, and Harry were in a high-speed ball-handling exercise. Suddenly, a hasty pass sent Kane rushing forward to compete, missing the ball and losing his balance. His ankle hit the ground, distorting under his collapsing body, and a crack sound rang out, making the assistants tremble. Harry lay still, not crying, but his eyes were brimming with tears. Head coach Gillian Thompson and the entire medical team rushed over. After several minutes that felt like centuries, he was lifted onto a stretcher and taken to the affiliated hospital. There was fear in Harry's eyes. Is this the end? The results confirmed a complete rupture of the anterior cruciate ligament, ACL, and a severe ankle fracture, requiring at least 9 to 12 months off, possibly longer, to return to full fitness. The news exploded like a bomb among the media, fans, and teammates. From the Burnley dressing room to the BBC television system and the late-night talk shows, everyone was wondering, without Kane, will Burnley still have a chance to enter the Champions League? In the cramped room of the Manchester hospital, Harry looked out the window, the evening street lights reflected in the light rain. An uncertain future. He would be a slow player, with a decline in his ability to score goals, or worse, never return to the top. At night, he couldn't sleep, listening to clips of himself taking free kicks, finishing, celebrating with his 4-year-old son. The boy ran and shouted "Daddy Kane." Like a mirror of the free life that had passed, now just lying still in bed. Harry felt lost, like a genius who had lost his flock. Time passed, Burnley fell into a period of decline. They lost 4 consecutive matches, losing 7 positions in the rankings. Coach Thompson faced pressure to be fired, but she firmly defended Harry, hoping he would return as an inspiration. Harry embarked on the arduous recovery days with an unwavering spirit. His mornings began before dawn, with 3 to 4 hours of rehabilitation exercises. Physiotherapy, cold soaks, ultrasound, all aimed at regenerating the injury and restoring his physical strength. Many times, he burst into tears on the hospital bed because of the pain of his injuries. His mind was cloudy. His cousin contributed with a few text messages. "You are the king of Tottenham, Burnley and England. You have to believe in it," helping him regain his motivation. He hired a mental coach who had helped Mo Salah, and started meditating, writing a diary, confronting the cause of his injury, because of excessive ambition, because of falling between the situation and self-sacrifice. Harry's spirit gradually became stronger. Burnley continued to commit to support. Half of Harry's salary would continue to be paid, the rest would be paid after his return. Fans shared the hashtag #ComebackKane, sending support in the form of letters, gifts and even a wheelchair to the club gym. Loving football also means loving the slow recovery process. Near the end of the 6th month, Harry walked back onto the training pitch, limping, eyes full of determination. That was the day he ran around the pitch, raising his hands to thank the fans, including his wife and son, crying with him. At the end of the season, Burnley faced Wolves at Old Trafford, away from the main stadium but with the mindset of a big movie. Harry was named on the bench, wearing his familiar number 9 shirt. The match was tense when Burnley led 1-0, then Wolves equalised in the 81st minute. After 89 minutes, Coach Thompson decided to bring Kane on, a risky decision, also full of hope. The lights reflected, the background music sounded, the days he had lived again. Kane's first feeling was the weather, the grass, the distance between the opponents. In the 3rd minute of injury time, he received a long ball from the back line, turned around the defender, shot, the ball rolled into the far corner. The stadium exploded. Harry ran to the corner of the pitch, knelt down, bowed his head, hands shaking, tears mixed with sweat. The 2-1 draw was enough to send Burnley into the Champions League qualifying round, something that had never happened in the history of this small club. Epilogue. Portrait of a hero. A year later, when Harry Kane returned to the England team, marked by a classy double against Germany in a friendly match, the media dubbed him the Iron Man. The story of that year's injury became a legend, not a crushing defeat, but the value of determination, love of football and the unwavering support of the community. When interviewed, Harry stood still. "I fell. But then I realized, the injury helps you know who is standing by you." And he returned, not just a player, but a symbol of unyielding presence.